Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, so if I stumble over my words moving forwards, apologies about that, and also if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well. If there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it cannot be helped, and hopefully it is not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision 2023 related video here on my channel, and another sort of reaction video as well, because right now I'm about to listen for the first time to snippets of all of the songs in Heat 2 of Sweden's Melodifestivalen, which, as we all know, is the selection method for Sweden with regards to the Eurovision Song Contest, of which this year's ESC takes place in Liverpool this May in the United Kingdom on behalf of current champions Ukraine. This is the second time I'm trying to film this, because last time out there was a buffering issue which was highly infuriating, but I haven't really heard much of any song whatsoever. I just want to make that very clear. Before I get into the reaction of sorts, let me just reflect briefly on last week's first heat in Gothenburg. We know that just over 525,000 people voted. Jon Henrik went straight through, pretty much straight away, and then Tuna joined him in the Stockholm final next month, with Victor and Ilov and Benny going through to the second chance round, which isn't really called that anymore, but I'm calling it that anyway, which means that Reyhan, Lulu Lamotte and Ava are out. And I've made a few notes about last week's performances. For Lulu, green dress, easygoing beat, a song that really exists to show off her vocal chops. Of course, she was part of the Mamas a few years ago, and she sounded great. The Swedish language sounded really lovely as well. At one point, the lights behind her reminded me of Too Late for Love by John Lundvik, just a little bit. She had 32 points in total, 5th place out of the 6 songs that were left. I expected as much, to be honest. It's not a song that really made much of an impact on anybody. As for Ava and Juva, or Ava and Ava, with Länge Leve Livet, 31 points last. This was performed with confidence. It was nice to see them on the Melfest stage again, although this might be the last time we see them on that stage. Old school, Great Gatsby-esque, very 1920s in style. A swinging number, runs out of steam towards the end, but on the whole, enjoyable enough. Then we have Reyhan with Haunted, which was one of my favourites going into last week's show. I've written that it was a little bit on the haunting side, vocally, and just the way it was presented. It was very low-key. No wow moment, really. Doesn't progress a great deal. Lyrically nothing new, but still nice enough to listen to. It wasn't super boring, at least not to me. 32 points, 4th place. We then talk about Ilov and Benny with Ragen Gore. This was fun. They had a car on stage, reminded me of De Vietdu with Road Trip in Melfest a few years ago. You might remember that one. It's a bit of a bop, performed in a casual but confident manner. I think the crowd were really on board with it as well. Out of the performances that are on the Melfest YouTube channel, this one has the most views. Yeah, I didn't mind it whatsoever. As for Victor, same old stuff from him. I think he is very reliant on the backing vocals more often than not. I liked the way the lights looked on the screens behind him and everything like that. That was very nicely done. I really haven't written down much else. I thought it was a fairly predictable performance. The chorus is maybe a bit lacking for me. It doesn't really ramp up in the way I wanted it to, but 80 points, 2nd place out of the 6 songs that were left at the time. He's probably going to make the final. As for Tuna Sekelius with Rhythm of My Show, Smoke Machine, more R&B than her song last year, rapid fire lyrics, that sort of thing in the verses. Fairly fierce. Some people have compared this to Fuego. I'm not sure about that. The chorus is a letdown. It's just the song title repeated a few times. The instrumentation could be a little bit more imaginative as well. I sound very harsh, but it cruised through 94 points, 1st place. If you take a look, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 10. Just pretty much nailed it in every age group. I don't know why Sweden do it that way, but there we are. Yeah, it's a nice song, but I'd be surprised if it is challenging for the win in Stockholm next month once we have all of the songs. And as for Jon Henrik Fjällgren, Ark North and Adam Woods with Where You Are Savashan, somebody commented and said, why doesn't John just sing by himself? Why does he always have to have somebody with him? I don't know, it doesn't really bother me. He didn't really do a whole lot here. He was just yoking away, if that's the correct term to use. I've probably mispronounced it, but it's that sort of thing. You know what I'm on about. I've written down here, Swedish House Mafia Go Arctic. Make of that what you will. I've also written down Darude, Finland 2019, which is not the most flattering comparison, but there we are. I didn't mind this, but again, the progression, it didn't really go anywhere. It didn't wow me in the final third. I wanted more from it, and in the end I'm let down. It's sort of electro in style at times. Not enough progression for me, I've written here in my notes. Yeah, he's doing his thing, but really the other two guys are doing most of the work, it feels like. I don't know. Anyway, Heat 1's over. Heat 2 takes place in Linköping this weekend. We have Victoria. The Queen herself is back with All My Life, Where Have You Been? Where has she been? We have Eden with Comfortable, Uja Brandelius with Grittan, Panietos are back. They've had a few bops in the past, this time On My Way. Now I Know by Tennessee Tears, Never Give Up by Maria Sur, which is the Ukrainian artist, I believe, and Meravde by Teots, young chap, but last year he was there at Melfest and did a pretty solid job with a song that I really liked in the end. So hopefully no buffering issues this time. I'm on svtplay.se. There are snippets of all of the songs on here. What I'm watching won't be in the bottom corner of the video you're watching, but that's the way it usually is. And I'm going through this in terms of the acts and songs that I'm interested in from least to most. So I'm starting with Grittan by Uja Brandelius, a curly-haired chap with a beard and a stripy red and black top. Here we go. Okay, bear with me if there's any lag or buffering. Piano feels like a musical theatre ballad. It's a bit schmaltzy, you know. Some backing vocals enter the fray. Ba, 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 ba. Sort of writes itself almost. It's dated. His voice sounds okay, but it is really a pretty bog-standard schmaltzy ballad. Yeah, I'm not really engaged with it, to be honest. Yeah, that's Grittan by Uja Brandelius. Can't say that I am enthused with it at all, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on here? Okay, here we are. Okay, next up, I think I'm going to give a listen to... let's give Comfortable by Eden a listen. Here we are. Ben from Ben and Tan has co-written this one. Ooh. Sounds like Moa Liniel. Worth checking out, by the way. Acoustic guitar. This is lovely. Meow. Ooh. She's got a little bit of a fragile side to the vocals, but I don't mind that at all. It's building up here. Slowly but surely. I like this. Okay. Nothing new. Really doesn't sound that original, but this is nice. It's got a touch of Samira Manners as well from last year's Melfest. It's very gentle, very stripped back. But that wasn't too bad at all. Yeah. Eden with Comfortable. Nice. Let's give Tennessee Tears a listen now. This is Now I Know. Here we go. Is it country? I think it might well be. Is this in the mould of the Shires, that sort of thing? Okay, again, the instrumentation's a little bit on the restrained side here. Have we got a big chorus, though? Oh! Bit of momentum now. Oh, again. It's not a criticism, but we have sort of heard this thing before, haven't we? I don't mind it whatsoever. I think it's playing it a bit safe, which is a shame. It's not straight up country, which is sort of what I was expecting, actually. And to be honest, I think it might have been better if it was straight up country. But there we are, 3 down, a few more to go. Let's give On My Way by Panietos a listen. A group of guys. There they are, Jimmy Jansen, who's everywhere, every Melfest. He's co-written this. Ooh. It's in Swedish, is it? Okay. Rapid lyrics. And now it turns into a bit more of a bop. Yeah, this is sort of as I expected as well. Come on. Yeah. It's a sing-along sort of tune on the summery side. But for some reason I can picture Alvaro Estrella's face. And I'm not sure I want to picture his face. But there we are. It reminded me of his music, to be honest. Well, nothing is quite bowling me over yet. But now we might be hitting the big hitters. So let's give Teos a listen. Here he is. Teos, Mer av dig. Peter Bostrom and Thomas Gerson have co-written this. So this could be on the money. Axel Schillström as well. Bit of whistling, clicking fingers. It's nice it's in Swedish. Oh, it's very cheerful. Pre-chorus. Not a million miles away from his track last time out, you know. Oh. Yeah. It's a safe party feel-good track. Nothing more. Got some brassy sounds in the back as well. Overall, that was probably the best one so far. But we've got 2 more to go. And we have Maria Sur with Never Give Up. This could be a contender. Also, I've read. I think she's very young. Oh, there's lots of songs in this heat that feel a little bit on the restrained side, as I said earlier. Very stripped back. This seems like a very typical ballad. Yeah, it writes itself. Nice voice. Okay. I like it. Feel like I've heard it before. Yeah, it's a chorus that is there to show off her great voice, and it sounds like she does have a great voice. Most countries would absolutely adore a song like that in their national final, but here in Melfest it might not even go through automatically. Yeah, it sounds pleasant. There's really nothing else to say about it. It's not blowing me away, but it's nice enough. That leaves Victoria, whose career I've kept up with ever since she first appeared in Melfest. Save Me was a song that grew on me well after Melfest actually took place. but I've liked so much of her stuff. She's definitely gone down the R&B pop route more than straight up pop. Her debut album came out the other year. I don't own it, but I have heard the songs on it. And Patrick Jean has co-written this. He had Tears Run Dry in Melfest a couple of years ago. I'm really looking forward to this one, but I've not heard great things. It's All My Life, Where Have You Been, by one of Sweden's greatest voices, in my opinion, Victoria. Come on, deliver. Boom, boom. Dum, dum. Again! Stripped back, instrumentation-wise, to begin with. It's got to pick up. Big time. We don't have to worry about the voice here. She is a 3-time personal winner of Melfest for me. Pre-chorus. Okay, repeating the phrase. Come on, it's got to build up. Oh, and then it finishes. That was not the best snippet to use whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion. It seemed to me right at the end as though it was going into this sort of 80s bop thing. I keep using the word bop. Who am I turning into? But yeah, it definitely felt as though it was going into that sort of territory. So I really will need to listen to the whole thing at some point this weekend. It's a stacked weekend in terms of Eurovision-related activity. But based on those snippets, I really don't know if I can put Victoria on top. So I think I may put Teots on top. Yes, I will. There you go, I've done it. It's there now. Meravde, based on the snippets, is my favourite from Heat 2. Then I think I'm going to put Maria. Then I think I'm going to put Victoria and then Eden, or Eden, as you probably pronounce it in Sweden. Uja is going last. And then 6th I'm going to have Panietos. And then 5th I'm going to have Tennessee Tears. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. My opinion is probably very different from yours, but that is my provisional ranking of the Heat 2 songs in Melfest. Let me know what you think. Hopefully the quality of this video wasn't too bad. If it was, apologies. And I'll be back with more Eurovision related content very soon. Links as always in the description to my other social media pages. Check them out if you so wish. And it is a very, very busy time now with regards to Eurovision related stuff. We are very much entering the eye of the storm if we're not already in it. So much is coming up soon. I will try and keep track of it all, and there will be videos from me as and when. Do feel free to leave video suggestions too. I'm all ears. I'm open to anything, and if I can film them at some point, I will. Until next time, take care of yourselves, stay safe, let me know what you think about these songs, and bye for now.